All right. Woo. Oh, that's cool. I can change the brightness. Ooh la la. Whoa! I can have bubbles? Well, that sure is neat. Oh, that is cool. Spoopy. Let's see. No filter versus I do think this is brighter. Hello, welcome to everybody joining in. This is an exciting stream to anybody who is popping in right now. I am trying out whatchamacallits. I am trying out filters and such. And right now, this is the one I like the most, but I do have to admit, I do like the bubbles. Like, the bubbles are so random. Hello, Patrick Show. So all right, this is actually an excellent opportunity to, can I keep the bubbles? Do you guys hate the bubbles or do you like the bubbles? I'm reading your comments and I actually want to talk about, Matthew Perry. So I will just do the pop filter. I don't even know if you guys are seeing these filter changes. Honestly, the bubbles one is amazing. Hello, Victoria N1 and Pavithra and Patrick Show. Let me know if I'm saying your username wrong, Pavithra. I will stick to the pop filter. No. All right. We're gonna leave it at this for now. See how this works. And I think honestly, this looks pretty good. No worries, Patrick Show. So I know it's kind of a hot take. Most artists don't have this hot take. That's why it's a hot take. I don't like memorializing people on Etch A Sketch or really any medium unless I had like a really strong, genuine connection with that person before they passed away. So like, I tend to avoid celebrity deaths because unless it's a celebrity that I was like super into and maybe even already, oh, awesome. Glad to hear I'm saying it right, Pavitha. Unless I already like had a genuine close connection with that celebrity, then I tend to shy away from doing tributes to them. Cause to me, it feels like I'm trying to capitalize on their death, which I think is a little gauche. Yeah. Styles, welcome. Hello to everybody joining in. Okay. So I was thinking about doing a, we are 3 minutes into the stream and I haven't done any drawing yet. You guys are all so patient. I'd like to just start up with a quick warm-up just to get myself like oiled up and ready to do some drawing. So I'm gonna start with something kind of like simple and fun. If you all have any recommendations, please feel free to share whatever you'd like me to draw in the chat. Hello, Maraski! I'm trying out streaming on YouTube. You are here on an interesting stream. Hello, Brigido. We have our resident moderator here in the chat. Do I do a live celebrities? I do, because for me, that feels like it's kind of got a different vibe for me to do celebrities that are still with us, because I feel like I'm not necessarily trying to capitalize off of them in the same kind of capacity. Let's see. I don't want to start with a person only because people are something that can take like 15 minutes and I feel like I want to do something quick. So I'm going to just look up. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, an apple maybe. I'll start with, you know what? I'm going to do, all right, this is a very weird first thing that I thought of, but you will all collectively watch this drawing unfold. Okay, so I do notice that the zoom is kind of going wonky when I start drawing. So that will be curious to see how that fares as time goes on. Now, this is very much, like I said, an experimental stream. So you are all here during a rather pivotal Princess Etch historical live stream experience. Okay, so I'm starting off the very first drawing of the stream. And this is something that I thought of, so it wasn't a suggestion from the audience. Although you all collectively had some interesting ideas. How did all of you get here today? Very curious to hear what brought you here. What kind of streams would you like to see? And please share your thoughts about how you like this versus like other streams I've hosted. You know, let me know how this compares to other places where I've streamed. So the Empire State Building shouldn't be too bad. It's so vertical that I'll have to render all the details of the Empire State Building pretty tiny, but it's not impossible. It's ironic, but buildings in some ways are harder to do than people because there's a certain type of architectural precision that that drawings of people lack, but it is a fun challenge. Ah! Thanks for popping in, Patrick. And yes, Discord. All right. Do I know Etchplosion? I do. I do know Etchplosion. Etchplosion is, it's a very small community, the world of Etch A Sketch artists. She is a talented Etch A Sketch artist in Canada. There we go. Starting off some lines here. We got 14 people in the room. That's pretty darn good. Let me take a little sip of water. Hey, Brigido, I'm not sure how actively you are in here, but out of curiosity, feel free to let me know after the stream, but I would love to know what kind of moderator terms you might have. Like, what kind of moderator, I don't know why I said terms, but tools. Like blocking words from streams. I'm not sure if that's something that is even possible to do on here, but one thing that I noticed is there's a word that I would like to add to the blocked list, but I don't know if you have the ability to do so. So if you could let me know, maybe even after the stream, that'd be awesome. You like TikTok more, honestly, because when I'm on the phone and watch on YouTube, your screen becomes very small. Oh, that's an interesting piece of feedback. So TikTok allows for better, like, picture-in-picture? Is that what you're referring to? I think one thing that I like about here is that I'm just seeing people's usernames. It's really hard for me to, like... A lot of the display names that people use over on... This is not a very good Etch A Sketch. I regret using this Etch A Sketch. But a lot of display names that people use over on TikTok are so wild and impossible to read. It's really frustrating from a live streamer perspective, trying to read people's display names to thank them for a gift or whatever. Yeah, you can do that? Okay. All right, well, I don't want to say... One second. I'm just going to drop the word in the mod chat. One second, I'm going to the mod chat. Oh, sick. Okay. That's a big one that I just sent you, Brigido. Every time that word is used, it's under a certain context that I don't like. And you'll see the context of the comment. Thanks, Brigido. I'll have to take a closer look at that when after this stream is over. Welcome to everybody joining in, by the way. It's a big pet peeve of mine, that particular... Oh, Alora's here as well! Welcome, Alora! Nice to see you! Alright, so I might switch out Etch A Sketches after this drawing, because it's getting real fuzzy real fast. I do not like that. In a little bit, I might be switching to streaming on another platform, but for now, the experiment continues. Ugh, this Etch A Sketch is poopy. There we go. And I'll leave this part here for now, because I don't want to finish it here. You watch on TV and comment on your phone? Oh, see, that's a really nice bonus of streaming on YouTube, huh? The YouTube TV. Oh, gosh. Brigida, we're seeing so many words, aren't we? It's like a crash course in why I added every single... Oh, this is funny to me. To Brigido and Alora, you're going to see so many of the things that we'd spent months finally crafting to curate our perfect list. I should probably send a screenshot in the mod chat for the words from TikTok so that they can be eventually transferred over to YouTube. All right, making good progress on this though. I apologize that I'm speaking so cryptically. I'm trying to talk in moderator language right now. To everyone watching right now, how is your week going? We are officially in the middle of the weekday section of the week. It is Wednesday, my dudes. And tomorrow I am flying to Chicago. I have been a very good non-procrastinatory person. And I took care of my packing already. Like, that is insane. Not packing the night before. That is truly, truly outrageous, in the words of a famous 80s cartoon. So I figured I would reward myself by trying to stream tonight, trying out YouTube as a streaming platform. And this is feeling a little bit... It is hard to do a perfect circle, but I think some of you can tell what I'm drawing. Oh, that's interesting, Michael. Hello, Sticky! Welcome to the stream! Right now, I am etch-a-sketching. I'm sure some of you could guess what I'm drawing right now. I don't know why this is the first thing I thought of. It's actually kind of a difficult one to draw, despite the deceptive simplicity. I mean, it worked. Oh, there's a little bump there. I didn't want that little bump. Trying to join. All right. It's revolting. You love my art. Thank you so much, Sticky. I appreciate that. You always pack the day before you go away. I pack the day before I go away generally, too. That tends to be the time... But I'm glad that I started packing yesterday because I realized there were a couple things I wanted to pick up at the store, and it was way easier to do it yesterday than I feel like it would have been today. So now I feel like after dinner, I can just relax before my flight, and my flight's kind of in the morning, so I'm gonna grab another Etch-a-Sketch. I'll be right back, but while I am... You've never seen me stream before, just on TikTok. Yeah, this is one of my first time streaming vertically here on YouTube. Currently eating your tea? I'm imagining you just chowing down on tea leaves. I'll be right back. One moment, everybody. I'm grabbing another Etch-a-Sketch. The thing about Etch-a-Sketches is that every canvas is unique, and this one is a little bit fuzzy, and that is no bueno for live streams. But I just packed up a bunch of my, like, really well-functioning Etch-a-Sketches in my office because I'm bringing them with me to my event in Chicago. Oh, you're eating pasta! That makes a little bit more sense. Oh, you guys are gonna see how much better... Look at how much better the lines are on here. Let me just take a moment. See how thin these lines are? This is like ideal etch-a-sketching situation right here. Like this, delicioso. This, fuzzy. Fuzzy. Look at how fuzzy that line is. Like, I want crisp and thin. That is a beautiful line. Alright. Hey! Oh my goodness! We've got a full house tonight. Welcome, James. Oh my goodness, we got Muraski and James here in the same stream. Speaking of Muraski and James, if you guys haven't seen my most recent video here on YouTube, I encourage you to check it out because it features both of them. How cool is that? And Victoria! Not as bad as the other places in the UK. Yeah! The weather's been crappy out here, but, it's supposed to get nicer both here and in Chicago, which I'm quite relieved about. What am I going to Etch-a-Sketch next, everybody? Now is the time for people to leave some suggestions in the chat. I am taking a rare, random, open request from the chat, so feel free to suggest something random. I'm going to shake this Etch-a-Sketch, and while I wait, I'm just going to do a little bit of I don't know what I'm doing. I like that that dab emote. That's cool. Toad from Mario? That's cute. Okay. Fuzzy lumpkins. Oh, okay. I saw Toad from Mario. It's been a while since I've drawn Toad. And I think that'd be a really nice follow-up one, because Toad is so happy. Okay. So we are going to start right here. I don't know why, but that bubble filter I tried earlier was also like the best lighting wise. So I kind of want to go back to the bubble filter. Tell me how much you all collectively hate this filter. All right, watch how bright. Okay, see how like lovely everything looks. Everything looks so nice. I love what it does to the color, but it adds all these bubbles everywhere. Part of me wants to stick with the bubbles, but another part of me is like, this is gonna totally get in the way of the Etch A Sketch. So. Oh, we got two people who want Jotaro. Oh, you want Jotaro Kujo. Let me look that up. That one. See, anime requests take a long time because they're such detailed. All right. So we got two people who want Jotaro. We'll see. Okay. I'm going to turn off the bubbles and try to find a brighter blush. Blush is, I think pop is best. Okay. It's the Windows Vista screensaver. I use that on my computer to this day. I had Vista for like 8 years, everybody. It was pretty embarrassing, actually. Okay, so we are drawing Toad. Alright, so we're starting with Toad's head. There we go. And when I begin an Etch A Sketch drawing, I just kind of pick a random spot to begin, but I always get this gut feeling for where I have to start. The gut feeling's not always completely correct, but after doing literally thousands of Etch A Sketch drawings, I've gotten a decent knack for picking a pretty good spot to start. And there's no pre-planning, I just dive right in. There's no... It's always just an instinct where I don't want to overthink it. In fact, the more I think about it, the more likely it's not going to turn out well. I find that my best work that I do live is work where I just dive headfirst and just go for it. And that's how I feel about live streaming. If I think about it too much, then I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm catching up with some of the comments here. Oh, no worries, Koichi. It's totally fine. We don't talk about Vista. Based on your observations, I generally start in the top left quadrant. I mean, that's an interesting observation. Maybe it's because I'm right-handed? Yeah, I suppose it depends on the specific thing I'm drawing. So we are drawing... Now, the thing about Toad is that every facial feature is very disparately disconnected from the rest of Toad's face. So I am just gonna go... There we go. Like that. And this Etch A Sketch has a little bit of an issue with shading. I can feel the aluminum trailing behind the stylus inside of the Etch A Sketch, but this is still a superior Etch A Sketching experience to the last Etch A Sketch I used. All right, so now we've got a face formed. We're off to a good start. Windows XP was the last one, period. I don't hate 10. I went from... Is Vista on my last laptop? No, I think that was 8. So I went from 8 to 10. And my computer's been trying to get me to upgrade to 11 for a while. Do we have any Windows 11 users in the chat? My computer keeps really pushing 11 on me. It's starting to feel like an MLM. It's like, chill out, Windows. We don't need to upgrade, like, right meow, you know? And we are adding... There we go. I couldn't fit all of Toad's glorious head, but we're off to a good start. It was a rough day, and there wasn't a... Let me think. Cloud doesn't really work in that situation. Where's Clippy? That's the real question. Speaking of Clippy, did you all know that Microsoft releases annual Christmas sweaters? And I've never had an ugly Christmas sweater, but if there were an ugly Christmas sweater that I would want a Microsoft ugly Christmas sweater, because they came out with a beautiful Clippy sweater like 2 Christmases ago or something. Unfortunately, these Christmas sweaters go for disgusting amounts of money on the secondhand eBay market, because they are, I think, very limited quantity. They sell out real fast, and they are so cool. I would be so jazzed to run into someone wearing a Windows XP ugly Christmas sweater, but I encourage you all to check out those designs if you haven't seen them on the internet before. They are very neat. 11 is just 10 in a trench coat. All right, well, that makes me feel better about keeping 10. You had a Lidl Christmas sweater a few years ago. That's cute. We have a Lidl at our local mall. Isn't that weird, Alora? Like, I've never been to a Lidl in my entire life, but we just have one in Maryland. And I don't get it, because it is very much a European grocery store. Like, we've got Aldi out here, but Lidl, I've never heard of Lidl in my entire life until one day I was like, Kyle, let's check out this random grocery store here. It's called Lidl. And sometimes we'll get lemonade there, because it tastes very similar to the Simply Lemonade brand, and it's like 70 or 80 cents cheaper. Yeah, isn't that wild? Windows, they do Christmas jumpers. That's very British, calling it a jumper. Sometimes when I find, there's a lot of really cute British apparel out there, so I tend to use the word jumper when searching for cute clothes online, because British apparel companies have made some pretty superior products. You see reports that some people's computer presented an update to 10, but it said Shadow installed 11. That is scary. Oh my gosh. Brigido, you can't be telling scary tales like that. It's past Halloween now. You're gonna have me quaking in my boots at 3 in the morning, thinking about what if my computer had 11 all along? I didn't consent to this upgrade. Oh. That'd be so sad. I don't want 11. I'm scared of upgrades. And I'm scared of upgrades for a very good reason. Because every time you do something like upgrade your computer's OS, 30 million tiny things go wrong. It just takes like a whole year to basically tell your computer everything's gonna be all right. We know you just went through a lot. And then by the time your computer is like totally integrated with the new OS, it's like, BT dubs, here's another one, idiot. Like, oh, thanks for popping in, Murawski. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks for joining my stream. I always appreciate seeing familiar faces in the chat. I'm gonna take a little sip of water. 1 second, everybody. I bought a water bottle. I went to the store and I bought Smart Water, which I don't even know if I've ever had Smart Water, but I don't want to bring all of my water bottles from home with me traveling because I'm so terrified they're going to open up in my purse. So I decided to buy just a bottle of water that I'm going to refill with water for the next like 5 days. I'm sure it's not recommended to reuse like a single-use plastic bottle, but I figure like for a few days it's fine. Soggy bread! Love the enthusiasm. Thanks for joining in. Love the display name and profile pic as well. We've all been there with soggy bread. That is a very specific vibe. Honestly, not the best vibe. I generally prefer my bread to not be soggy, but you know what? To each their own. Sometimes it's nice to have soggy bread when you're like near gravy. Like that is a positive soggy bread experience. I don't know. What is your all collective opinion on soggy bread as a conceptual food experience? I think there are occasions where soggy bread really comes in clutch, you know? There's a Primark just southeast of Baltimore? What? Oh my gosh, you're so right, Alora. Where is wet banana bread? You were ready for your tea. You never early adopt upgrades. Same. I am a late adopter. In fact, I regret being, I wish I would have gotten Windows 7, but I got Vista fall of 2009, which was like right before 7 rolled out. I wish I would have done 7. That is something I regret, because I stayed with Vista until like 2016. You let the bugs get ironed out first. Yep. Yup, Brigido. Yup. My Adobe products auto update, and those tend to be fine, but there have been occasions where really frustrating things have happened, so I do generally let my Adobe programs auto update, but otherwise, yeah, right now I have not installed Android 14 yet. I think my phone keeps reminding me to, but I've heard some really weird things happen to Pixels when you do that, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna wait. Toad is looking so cute. Thank you, Styles. Hello, Blobfish. You eat soy bread. You put it in, like, salads and stuff. Ooh, that sounds really good. Bread sauce? We are opening ourselves to an entire world of culinary delights here on YouTube. I almost said TikTok Live. Can you tell I habitually stream on TikTok? Okay, so we have established that doesn't look like much right now, but that is Toad's foot. We are going to give Toad a really spiffy jacket right now. Is Toad a playable character on Smash? I haven't played Smash in a long time. I've never played Toad before, but is Toad a playable character? I feel like Toad should be by this point. There we go. Bread and butter pudding. That doesn't sound appetizing. So why do you want to try it? You have cheese, onion, and bacon bread? What? And butter pudding. Yeah. Toad looks majestic. Thank you. Toad is playable in Smash? Was it Smash Ultimate? Or has Toad been in any former Smash games? Because I don't remember Toad being in Smash for the 3DS. Doesn't mean I forgot to unlock Toad, though. You know, that could be a possibility. Alright, so now we are drawing. We've got some forced perspective here. There we go. There we go. Wow. Is that pretty good, Toad? Thanks, Koichi. Thanks for joining in. Rice pudding. I like rice pudding. Thank you, Sticky. I appreciate that. Sticky, you're doing very well on YouTube as well, I could see. I gotta check out your YouTube. You've got to be over 100K if you got that beautiful check mark there. Alright, so we've got... Rice pudding is delicious. I like rice pudding. That's like the only pudding I've had that's not like Jello pudding or just like oh, what was it called? There was a word for like a specific type of there's like a certain brand of pudding snack packs? Was that what they were? I used to have pudding in my lunch pretty frequently when I was a kid. Because who doesn't like globules of chocolate and vanilla? Like, that's so good. Never even heard of that pudding, Alora. Oh, the Primark's at Arundel Mills? What? That's gotta be a new thing. Did it just open? I feel like I like Arundel Mills. That's a really nice mall. It's like the big mall. It's where you go if you want to spend like 4 hours shopping, which between all of you and me, I love to spend like 4 hours shopping. It's at Arundel Mills. That's cool. They have gacha machines at Arundel Mills. For those who don't know what gacha machines are, it's like when we were kids, we would put our, quarters in those little machines to get like stupid dinky plastic toys out of it when you put the quarter in and you'd like turn the crank or you would get like a gumball from the gumball machine. Well, Japan, they have decided to make it like $3 instead of 25 cents and you get like the coolest things ever in the gachapon machines. I love gachas. Gachas are very cool. And they have a whole bank of them. There's like 16 of them at Arundel Mills. It's so fun. Snack Pack chocolate! Yeah! It was Snack Pack, baby. You bought 48 Snack Packs? Wait, you got all 48 for only $1.26 or like $1.26 a piece? Because that's like a really good deal. Ooh, rice porridge. That sounds nice. I'm reading some of the stuff. Did you guys ever eat farina? Yeah, I want to know your secret, Michael. Also, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you in here. That's so cool. They're from September. Oh my god. I gotta tell Kyle we're going to Arundel Mills. I love Primark. I'm going to Chicago tomorrow, and they have a Primark downtown. Super stoked to go. That's where I got my pink and my red beret. They were my first berets, everybody. I'm really sad though because my red beret shrunk in the washing machine. I didn't even put it in the dryer. It shrunk in the flippin' wash and it's never been the same. So I'm hoping to find another red beret because I've been like real sad about not having a red beret. I think this toad is coming along pretty well, everybody. Look at how happy he is. You only know about snack packs because of Billy Madison. $1.26 for all? How'd you do it, Michael? How'd you do it? What's up, Jacubed? It sounds like Jacques. Oh, there are gachas on phone. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Juan. Isn't Genshin a gacha game? You just booted up Smash to check. No toad. What? That's crazy. Snack packs are like, I don't know, they were like the budget pudding. If you were like too poor to afford the Jell-O brand prepackaged puddings in your elementary school lunch, then you would get snack packs. And snack packs were lit. Like I felt like there was no compromise in choosing snack packs. It just seemed like the better bang for your buck, high value, chocolate, gelatinous blob experience. Like, could not more highly recommend if you are looking for a gelatinous blob of chocolate to consume. A snack pack is the perfect solution to that very specific desire. We are almost done with Toad. Look at him go! Oh, Toad. Now, he does have another foot. I'm gonna tease it, even though it's technically lower in the original reference photo. There we go. Ah. I don't know if I've seen Billy Madison. If I have, it was a very long time ago. I'm gonna take a little sip of water again, everybody. You've never had to bring lunch? You have bussin' lunches here in Sweden at school. Oh, I bet. I can imagine Sweden has very good lunches. In America, lunches were kind of expensive and not that great, but I used to get reduced lunch, which was 40 cents, so that was like the government. It's the way to tell all your classmates you're too poor for paying for lunch at full price. But hey, 40-cent lunch, not too bad. Thank you, Jacubed. Snack pack and Lunchable. I was never allowed to have Lunchables as a kid because my mom said that you were paying for over packaging, which as an adult, I now understand what she means, but every now and then, like once every 3 years, I'll treat myself to a Lunchable just so I could like feed that childhood desire, you know? Free lunches at school as well. Psh, Sweden's sounding real good right now, everybody. Let's all move to Sweden. That sounds like a great idea. Those were the days, Brigido. You have to go. Thanks for joining in, Blobfish. You got lunch for free at primary school and then had to take lunches with you for secondary school or pay for lunch. That is understandable. I feel like only in elementary school did I buy lunches, and then I brought lunch for like the rest of my school experience, including college for the most part. Although in college, there were times where I would just buy food near like where my college building was. There was like a Subway, a Dunkin' Donuts, like a couple random restaurants like that. 40 cents, that was reduced lunch, baby. That's the price for cheap lunch. Free healthcare, come everyone. Oh, Styles. Oh. The flag of Sweden. It's true, Michael. It is a big plus. Kyle loved Sweden when he had the chance to visit. He went there for work a few years ago, and he loved it, but he said it was very... Wait. He didn't go to Sweden. He went to Switzerland. He said Switzerland was very expensive. But Sweden... I don't know how expensive Sweden is, honestly. Free lunch? Wow. Yeah, see, that is never a given in America. Alright. I'm pretty happy with this toad. I think I'm gonna do one more drawing. I feel like there might have been a typo in your last message, Sticky, but I do believe that painting Napoleon is always a cool idea. I'm gonna say goodbye. Speaking of Napoleon, Kyle just played a movie for me the other day. He just played Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I've never seen it before, and it had Napoleon in it. It was great. It was a really fun movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna set this aside because I'm gonna take a picture of it before erasing it. I'm pretty happy with this little here toad. Look at him. I like doing toad voices. Okay, let me grab another Etch A Sketch, everybody. Thankfully, I happen to have like another 5 on my desk, so I'm just grabbing one of those. I keep just opening up new ones. Toad is looking cute! Hey, look who we got visiting us right now. Upside Down Kangaskhan, baby. Alright. I think Sweden's a bit expensive, but if you were to go to the US, you'd have to bring so much money. What would you buy if you visited the US, Styles? Really? Really, Sticky? Is that true? Is that true that most... I mean, that could be a sign that most people are living in poverty, or that America has actually somehow decided to, like, feed more children, which, what a novel concept. Letting children eat food. Alright, I'm gonna do, like, one more drawing for all of you. Let's see how this Etch A Sketch works. This one's working well, too. Yes. Okay. I'm thinking of maybe drawing. Let me think for a moment. Now I'm going to Chicago tomorrow. Let me look up Chicago stuff. Chicago. I'm just gonna Google Chicago. All right, let's go. In New York City, it's free lunch and breakfast for all school kids. Aw, that's cool. You'd love to go to Target? It's so funny to see the world's fascination with Target. Target is a lot of fun, I will admit that. I was just at Target last night. We go there every week. I buy like half of my groceries there, and I have been pretty bad at Target lately. I've been buying a lot of stuff. It is a fun place. I feel like it was a little more fun like 5 years ago, but it's still popping at Target. I can make a little pumpkin. I'll make a quick little pumpkin for you all. That's a cute idea. Just a nice quick little demonstration that takes just a moment. Here, we'll hang out with Toad. I've been leaving Bluey with us, but I'll bring out Toad to be our little buddy. We'll do a little pumpkin. There we go. So I like to start with like one little part like that, and then I kind of build on top of that and just kind of grow the pumpkin. Alright, so that's one side of the pumpkin. Kyle had me watch a scary movie last night, and I didn't like it because it scared me. He likes scary movies, but it was like gross. It was ewy. I had to turn away like a number of times, and I gave Kyle a look of like, ew. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why you like this. I feel bad because I know he wanted me to like it, but we were sitting like across from each other. He didn't even do the thing you're supposed to do when you watch scary movies together and like hold me when I get scared. No, he was on the other side of the couch. It was a scary movie. I don't like it. The movie I watched was Talk to Me. That movie came out apparently this year. It was an interesting concept. It was an interesting concept, but it had some like body horror elements to it that were like very... Ugh. You need to go return some of the Halloween paint you didn't end up using. Don't forget to do that. Bill and Ted's was excellent. It actually was. That was a movie Kyle introduced me to that I actually really enjoyed. It was very charming. I had a really fun time. All right, we're gonna add a little, there we go. We're gonna add a little grin. There we go. A little toothy grin. We're gonna fill it in. There we go. And haha. It's good in theory, lots of cheap and pre-packed junk food. Ah. Oh, that is unfortunate, Sticky. Yeah, my mom used to pack me bologna sandwiches, and I told her I did not like bologna. And she got real upset when she learned a few months later that I was just not eating it. I would throw it away. There was like an area where you could leave food for other kids to take, so I would usually just put it over there. But she got all upset, and it's like, Mom, I'm not, like, I would rather starve than eat food I don't like. I'm not going to force myself to eat food I don't like. I'm already forced to eat food I don't like during the other 2 meals of the day. So this is the one time in my day where I have autonomy over what I put in my belly. And I don't like bologna, so that ain't happening. She was very upset when she learned that I was throwing away the bologna. But it's like, dude, can you just like pick ham? Like, I don't like bologna. I told you I don't like bologna. I can only say it so many times. I hate it when parents, like, don't honor what children like or don't like. I get that some kids are super picky and it's really hard, but that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, man, just, like, make eating food an enjoyable experience for your child as long as it, you know, if it's not breaking the bank to choose, like, ham over bologna, which I don't think it would have been. You saw the trailer for it, looked like they tried too hard. The concept, I do have to say, the concept was actually pretty darn good. But, it was, ugh. I do have to give the movie credit for being an interesting premise, though. Like, this is a movie that I feel like I will be discussing with Kyle, on future occasions. Catching up with the chat. You truly believe nobody likes bologna, we just condone and accept it. It's got to be like the cheapest food. It's got to be the cheapest of the lunch meats or something. My mom knew that my favorite was the hard salami that they sold. Hoffman's hard salami. That was the brand. Anytime I went with her to the store, I'd say that. Because guess what, Mom? When you buy me food I like, I'll eat it. Oh, I just realized this eyeball is a little higher than the other one. That's okay. Alright. There we go. We got a little pumpkin. Look at the little pumpkin. That was we had a cat named Pumpkin, Punkin. So anytime I think of pumpkins, I think of Pumpkin. He was the best cat, everybody. He was such a good boy. He was an orange cat through and through. He was everything an orange cat could possibly be. At least kids don't starve, yeah. I don't know what the USA's thing with bologna is, because I'm not in on it either, Styles. I firmly agree with the assessment that bologna is baloney. I mean, there's literally, saying something is baloney means it's fake and lame. That's just a bunch of baloney. Who likes bologna? I don't like bologna. That's cold cut. Bologna is like, I don't even know what it is. It's a bad lunch meat. It's really gross. It's like, I don't even know what it's made of. Like, what animal. I always figured it was like at the chop shop, they just threw together like all the scraps of meat and like pounded them into a tube of bologna. It's so gross. Ugh. Oh my gosh. I don't understand all the bologna likers in the chat. You have lost me. I'm gonna flip the camera around and let's do a little bit of chit-chatting. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my phone. So I'm using a new phone stand, and this is my third phone stand from this brand. I actually am using the base from an older one because the newer one is wibbly wobbly. I needed the middle part, and this top part I'm not too thrilled about. Anyways, okay, how do I flip the camera? Here we go. Hi! Oh, gosh. There we go. I'm wearing a hat because it's cold outside and I haven't taken it off. I feel a little silly in this hat, though. I'm going to take it off. Hello to everybody joining in. Or to everybody who's been sticking around. We got 10 people here. That's a pretty good audience for an unannounced YouTube stream. Okay. I'm going to put you guys over here for a sec. There we go. I got new lights. I put one here and then one over there. And it's getting so cold here. I don't like it. I'm going to pause the music. So I tried to pick music that I didn't think was going to get demonetized, because in theory, this live stream should be able to just live on my YouTube channel. We'll see. I might unlist it, but we'll find out. The bologna with the cheese bits where it all falls off. That's the worst bologna. At least my mom didn't subject me to that. She just subjected me to the like flat, floppy, wet, slimy slice of bologna. And why is bologna always so slimy? Like, what is up with bologna? It's so gross. You'll give you that one. It's weird. You got a decent iPhone. You got a decent phone iPad mini stand. I have so many phone stands at this point. This one's pretty good for when I'm just in front of the camera. I don't know if I've ever had spam. I don't know. I think spam is one of those things I feel like everyone in Hawaii ate, and I've never had it. I've had Vegemite, thanks to Avalon and my friend Jessica, and Vegemite is unique. I do have some snacks still from Avalon that I've been working through slowly but surely. I really like the tiny teddies. Those are my favorite. But the chocolate ones are my favorite. The other ones I haven't vibed with as hard. But it's so interesting how snacks from other countries can just taste really weird. Marmot is better than Vegemite anyways. Almost any music gets your streams demonetized. Oh, do you stream often here on YouTube, Sticky? I would be very curious to hear about your streaming experience. I'll have to pop into one of your streams because, in fact, let me. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'll have to add you later. You love spam. Spam musubi is amazing. Yeah, I've never had spam. Maybe someday I'll give it a try. I don't know if you could order spam at a restaurant. I feel like spam is very much the at-home cooking experience. You know what I used to eat so much of growing up was chicken livers. And I don't know anyone else who grew up eating a boatload of chicken livers. And I have yet to meet another human who loves chicken livers like me. But you know who does chicken livers well? Nando's. Nando's has a killer chicken livers dish. Speaking of Primark, there is a Nando's in that same mall, Alora. And every time we go to that mall, we'll go to Nando's and I'll get myself chicken livers because I love chicken livers so much. I need to learn how to make them. You stream a few times a week. Wow. Oh my goodness. So you have a pretty active stream schedule. Now, my stream schedule right now is kind of all over the place, but I used to stream about 5 times a week over on TikTok, and right now I'm kind of in a transitional stream period where I'm trying to figure out like where I want to be streaming the most. But we'll see. You are a chicken liver enjoyer? That is awesome. I just don't know anyone who ate chicken livers growing up. Any Hawaiian cuisine place near me will have spam for sure. I don't even know if I've ever seen a Hawaiian cuisine place. I mean, I'm in Maryland, so I mean, we've got sushi places, so maybe it's not too far out to find a Hawaiian place. Orange chicken is delicious too. I like orange chicken. I always get orange chicken at Panda. I'll get the plate, which is 2 entrees, and then I'll do 2 servings of orange chicken. I don't know if I've ever had pork liver though. That would be interesting. How do you draw a diagonal line on an Etch A Sketch? I could give you a demonstration, as a matter of fact. You asked at a very good time. So, yeah, we'll find out if this video gets demonetized, because I tried to pick music that I thought would be, like, safe, but we'll see. Oh my gosh. Double hiccup. Okay, let me grab my phone and flip it. You are from India. Do I have any friends from India? So I do, let me think. I have friends who they might be like Indian, but I don't know if they were born in India. But I went to India in 2016. I visited, I did the Golden Triangle tour. So that was New Delhi, Jaipur, and Agra. So I was in Rajasthan. I'm not sure in what region of India you live in. Let me flip the camera. There we go. But it was a beautiful, beautiful country. It was lovely to visit India. I'm going to put the music back on. We're going to say goodbye to this pumpkin, and I'll do a very brief demo, but I'm going to be signing out very soon. Because I got to go take care of some work, some last minute things. I need to activate... Check this out. So these are my, I don't know why I have so many Ventra cards for Chicago, but this was my personal Ventra card, and then this was my business Ventra card, and then these were like 2 extra ones I would use for guests when they came to visit Chicago, but I need to re-up the cash on them and reactivate them, because now it's very long periods of time before I visit Chicago. You're from Southern India! I would have loved to have visited Southern India. I've heard very good things about, like, Mumbai and Goa. And then I have a friend who lives in Sri Lanka. I have some epic shorts. Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate the compliment. I am about to demonstrate drawing a diagonal on an Etch A Sketch. So we're going to erase this drawing in 3, 2, 1. And a nice blank canvas. So, okay. So here is the stylus. To do a diagonal that is going up and toward the right, I actually have some tutorial videos about this if you ever want to see, but I'm going to be turning both knobs simultaneously in this direction. So we are going to turn clockwise for both, and just like that. Now this is going to look a little rocky because I'm going slow, and you try to maintain a consistent speed. And then this is one knob, and then that's the other knob. So that is a brief little demonstration of doing a diagonal on an Etch A Sketch. Plusle in mine, and yeah. One time I dropped this out of the car, and my friend Teresa recognized it was mine, because who else would have a Plusle sticker on their Ventra card? That makes you sad? What makes you sad? Oh, the erasing of the drawing? Oh, some people play music rights, or I see. I try to pick stuff that's from indie musicians that's like super non-copyright kind of safe stuff. And then with a lot of I used to use the YouTube sound library for a lot of my videos, but then they just started letting you use sounds like on TikTok, you know, so it definitely varies. Are they comfy and easy to wear? You've been trying in your car for hours. It's tricky, isn't it? Yeah, it's something that the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. So just turn them at the same speed. Like, so I'm gonna do a diagonal going this way, and I'm turning both knobs inwards for it. So you'll see me just slowly, same speed, like that. There we go. I don't know what I said in context to your response, Brigido. My brain went 20 directions since you left that comment, unfortunately. Oh, you're Bob Reddick. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Benjamin. I really appreciate it. I am overdue for another Bob Ross video, so I would like to take on another episode. There are so many on YouTube that I could pick from. Bob is too quick. It's very stressful. I like working on the big Etch A Sketch too. I don't often do that on stream, so stay tuned because I would like to do another one this coming month, and I would like to upload a video of that experience at some point this month here on YouTube. So that would be amazing. I would love to host a Bob Ross stream here on YouTube as well. We'll see. It takes a lot of setup, and I've since switched offices, so it will unfortunately be a wee little bit of extra work to figure out how to accommodate a Bob Ross stream in my new office, but I'm pretty sure I can figure something out. So thank you so much, Dickie, for joining in. On that note, I'm probably going to wrap up myself. It's been about an hour, so I'm going to pause the music again. Flipping the camera right back around. Whoop. Wow, it's very quick when it flips the camera on YouTube. All right, everybody. Benjamin said you have nice shorts. Oh, are they in the top percentage? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I had a blast, and I hope you had a fun time as well. We learned a lot about bologna and snack pack pudding and Windows ugly Christmas sweaters and our mutual contempt for Windows Vista. It's been a very productive stream, so thank you again for joining in, and I hope to catch you all on a future stream. Make sure to join my Discord, which should be linked in the description of this stream. That is such a nice thing about YouTube. You can actually go to the stream description, and there are clickable links. Yay for that! So if you haven't joined my Discord yet, that is the #1 place where I notify people about when I go live next, so I would love to have you all join me for a future stream. Now, I might be going live while I'm in Chicago, and if I go live while I'm in Chicago, it might be on another platform. We'll see. So if you'd like to be informed about that as well, make sure to be in that Discord. I don't know if I'll ping anybody, but usually somebody in my stream will join that has the ability to ping everyone on Discord. So thank you again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you happen to be in the world. And as always, each and every one of you could be anywhere on the internet, and you've chosen to spend this time with me, which I never want to take for granted. Seriously, you're all a bunch of sweethearts. It's been an awesome, inaugural stream here on YouTube, and I'm looking forward to doing more streams here in the future.